Hello everyone, this is CyberRed here. Today we will be solving the CTF Bounty Hacker from TryHackMe, and as usual we will start with nmap. As we know is A capital is for intensive or aggressive scan, and I put TE5, which is the insane speed scan for nmap, and then I will put all the ports that I want to search, all the ports, not only the well-known one, which is 1023 ports, and then I will put the IP address of this machine, and then I want it to be verbose. So let's see what the scan gives us. nmap scan started. As we can see, we already discovered like 3 ports now: port 80, port 21, port 22, which is probably SSH, HTTP, and FTP if the services are using the default or original port number. We can see that the scan is initiated, and it's now trying to enumerate the services of this IP address, and as we can see now it is finished. Let's take a look at this one, make it a little bit bigger. We can see we have port 21 open, which is FTP, and interestingly enough there is anonymous logging allowed for this FTP server. We have the SSH port open, and we have 80 port open. So we have two interesting things here. We can start with port 80 and try to see what is there in the IP address. So we will copy the IP address, and then we will try to see how the website look like. Let's go, and we can see there is a photo here. We can look if there is something interesting in the source page. As we can see, there is nothing that seems interesting. There is a path called images, which contain crew.jpg, so nothing interesting here. Let's try to do directory listing using GoBuster. So we will go to a new tab in our terminal, make it bigger. So GoBuster directory listing URL minus http and the IP address, which is 10.10.240.17, and then we want the word list, which is user share word lists derbuster, and then we will go for directory 2.3 medium, which give us a better result than the command.exe that is in the directory. Then we have the extensions that we want to look at: PHP, JavaScript, Python, text, and let's look for this if there is anything interesting that will show up here. So as we can see, we saw the images. We already know that there is /images. Let's see what it contain until that is finished. So as we can see, it only contain crew, which is this photo here. so nothing interesting here. Let's go to the parent directory and we are going back to the home. Let's see if there is anything else here. I'm trying to finish this. It takes some time, so while we are waiting for it to finish, let's do something else. Let's open a new tab and then let's try to FTP to the server, which is 10.10.240.17. as we can see here, we know that the server allow anonymous FTP login, which is a good sign for us. Maybe we will find something juicy there. So let's log in anonymous. I think I wrote it right. We had a successful login. So let's list the files. We have logs.txt and task.txt. let's get the both files. So we will have logs.txt and then we will get also task.txt, and now we downloaded both files into our system. Let's see if there is anything here. No, nothing here, so we will exit, clear the screen. We have, as we said, logs.txt and tasks.txt. let's see what logs have, and it looks like a username thing, like passwords or a list of passwords, whatever. Let's look at task. There is a message here: protect vicious, plan for red eye, pick up on the moon, by Lynn. Maybe Lynn is a user that we can take advantage of that. So let's go back and see what is the result of the derp buster. It is finished. As we can see, we only found images, so there is nothing interesting there. Let's go back. What we can do is we will try to use this account and do a Hydra brute forcing attack using this this user list. Maybe the password is here somewhere, so we will do the Hydra SSH attack. We'll go back and change the IP address. This is from my notes for other thing, and .17. so we will use logs.txt as a, let's stop the verbose, let it just run in the background and see if we find the password. It's trying to attack the machine using SSH port 22, and good enough, we found that there is this SSH port is open on the host. There is a login name Lynn and there is this password, so we will use this password, copy it, and then we will try to SSH to the server Lynn at 10.10.240.17. it will ask me to accept the fingerprint of the SSH key, yes, and I will paste the password, and now we are inside the server, Lynn server. So let's go back and try to answer. Deploy the machine, we already did that. Find open ports on the machine, we already did that. who wrote the task list. It is Lynn, as we can see here, and we can see the service SSH is open, and then we entered using this password, and now let's look for the user.txt, and there it is, user.txt. Let's cat it and finish it. This is the flag for user.txt. Now we need to see if we can elevate our privileges, and we will start with sudo -l just to see what is there. It's asking for the password of Lynn. We will paste it, and as we can see, it runs successfully. Interestingly enough, we can run tar with our user Lynn and run it as root. So we can run this binary tar, which is used for compressing the file or decompressing the file in Linux, and we can use it, run it as root using our current privilege, which is Lynn. So let's go to GTFO pins, and then let's search for tar binary. GTFO pins is where you can find escalation privilege of binaries in the Linux world, and you can also get a shell, or you can file upload. It depends on the binary, but what we are looking forward is that we can run the tar binary as root, which is, this is what is here. We can run it as super user. So if we are able to do this, we can actually escalate our privileges using this one. But for this to work, we need to copy this part and try to see if we can execute it and get root shell. So let's go back and clear the screen. Hopefully, if everything went well, we will be able to become root. So now, as you can see, the shell sign is changed. I think now we are root, and as we said, we have become root. Now let's look for the root directory for the root.txt file. Cat it root.txt. We have solved this room. As you can see, this is the root flag, and you can submit it here, and this will finish this CTF. It's an easy one, and it has a very direct pathway from normal user to root user, and actually it takes advantage of many problems, like running certain binaries as root without giving the root password, and also we can log anonymously to the FTP, which is a common misconfiguration in CTF challenges. So it's good to see that when you look at FTP, if you can access as anonymous user, you should always check what is there and try to take advantage of such access. Thank you everyone, and thank you everyone for watching, and see you in the next one.